This is madness. We've got sounds with Lego sets. This is crazy. I don't know if you guys have been following March Madness, the college basketball tournament. There's been a lot of madness in that, but we've got equal madness going on at Lego HQ. And so I don't know what they're thinking. We're going to put this together, and I'm going to build it together with some of my friends as I watch March Madness basketball. But we'll see what this has to offer. We've got all of... We're starting to build. We got the blocks that are starting to charge. That was kind of cool when you tapped it. But it's going to take 2 hours for these puppies to charge for 45 minutes of play. We've got all of these. We've got all these side builds that are going to be with the sets. And Matthew's already getting built the smart Darth Vader. And we'll see how this all turns out. And here we have all of the little side builds, and then we also have our 2 ships. And so, as you saw, Jonah and Matthew were helping with them. So we've got our smart bricks, which are already starting to get activated. So here's the back. Makes the TIE Fighter sounds as it's going, and then you can press this red button in the back, and it will shoot. And then Darth Vader makes sounds as well, so we'll take that one out and maybe it will stop. Then we've got the... You do have to manually open the X-Wing wings, but then same thing, you can shoot, and then if we put the cubes in both, well, we can hear the Imperial March, which is cool. But you can shoot, and it starts to make sounds for both, I think. There we go. And then, I don't know, there's a way to make them crash. I don't know if we're going to get there. But we can see the lights all going. There we go, and then it's going to crash. But we also have a lot of these side builds as well, and some figures that also have the interactive parts with the bricks as well. And so, just because we have Leia right here, well, there's her talking apparently. Then we have R2-D2. R2, I think, definitely sounds the best since it's more of a droid sound. So we've got Vader, and then maybe his did the Imperial March, and we just got that as well. But we've got a kind of half cape, which is not the greatest. But we've got that, and so then you pull up the cape, and then as we tap him, we hear some of his breathing. I don't know if there's separate ones. Maybe they're separate ones. Just getting the breathing right now. I think sometimes he talks, but not right now. Then I think our last one that will speak is our Red 5 Luke that we take out of the X-Wing. And so then here we have him. Speaking weird, but we've got sounds that are for Luke, and then most of the side builds, actually almost all of them, have different things that they do. So you take the brick, set them on, and so doing some radar sounds, which is kind of fun, but sounds definitely better than maybe others because of the digital aspect. Then we've got the moving of the little kind of aid car, gasoline car. And then I think if you tap it, you're able to have kind of this gas sound come up. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but the kind of filling up of the tank. Now it's not doing it. Then we've got this kind of green hammer as well, but I think if you can tap with it on the side, we have that fixing sound as well, which is kind of cool. And then let's see, I think we only have one other side part that would make sounds. So there's the moving around part for it, and then we have the shots. Oh, and I guess we're shooting the other one right now, which is kind of cool. And so this in total would have been, I think, so 90 plus 70. So we're looking at around $150, over $150 for all of these different parts. And we only get 2 of these smart bricks for that price. And that's obviously going to make this price go up for these sets, where I would say that there is a lot to be desired on the aesthetics of the TIE Fighter and then also of the X-Wing as they were getting put together. Just saying that there are definitely some things where maybe we have something that can be closed off. This can be longer. We don't have this big gaping hole in the back, but you have to have a place where the bricks can go and have that accessibility to take them out, to have them interact with the other parts. I think it's a cool concept. I don't love that it's going to make sets basically double what they are actually worth. But combined between the 2 sets, we got a ton of different minifigures. We got a regular Stormtrooper, we've got a regular Rebel Trooper, and then we got this kind of maintenance tech person as well. And then we have all of the smart brick ones that we saw, obviously, with Luke, Vader, Leia, and R2-D2. And so I don't know what I would rate this out of 10. Probably, with how expensive it is and how some of these bricks don't even come in other sets, I think that is definitely a downside, and it does harm the builds a little bit. It is kind of cool that they have these little pictures where to place the bricks on them. But if I had to rate these smart bricks out of 10, probably going to give it like a 6.5, maybe a 7. Just, it's a cool functionality, and shout out to my dad because he bought these for me, and so I didn't have to kind of foot the bill for these. So it was nice to have somebody else buy them. I would definitely recommend, if you can get them as a gift. It's a fun concept to kind of play around with. But one thing that I will say is you only get about 45 minutes of playtime for 2 hours of charging of these, and so maybe they will be better in the future. But I think for Legos, it kind of caps off some of the creativity, which I think is something that has been brought up by other people. But I think it's fun to get these sets that go together as long as they have the smart bricks available to them. If they have smart brick functionalities, I think that they should have a smart brick that is included with it. But I think if we look at the set as a whole, probably about 6.5, maybe 7 as our rating. And so I enjoyed kind of using the smart bricks on everything and hearing the sounds that they make and the colors that come up. But it's up to you guys if you get them. I'm not going to say one way or the other if you should put money towards these sets. So I believe that's all I got. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next time.